Okay, let's try this again. Sorry, guys. The thing crashed. I don't know what's going on. I lost you guys right when I had a question about Hillstream loaches. We'll see if anybody finds this video. Otherwise, I'll delete it. So let's see if people start filtering in. I don't know what's been going on with YouTube lately, and at least my internet and YouTube. Something stinks. Hey, okay, you guys found me. All right, good. So I don't know what's going on with the internet and YouTube, but YouTube has just been aggravating me like crazy. Dropping my casts like there's no tomorrow. It has nothing to do with signal strength usually. I don't know why it's happening, but it's so frustrating for posterity because I don't want to have five 30-minute episodes. Even if you guys could find me every time this happens, I feel bad. Um, yeah, those barbs originally, you can get them at Aquatic Arts. They're called African banded barbs or striped barbs, African dwarf striped barbs. Jackson Tax, hello. Long time no see, everybody. Alan, thank you. You found me. Good, good, good. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube has been acting up for me all day too. Even watching other channels, live chats and other channels. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, panda loaches. So adding sand and highlight, low TDS plus calcium, and simulating seasons with temp and pH change. Yeah. So the other things that I would do. So they love biofilm. They're going to eat biofilm. The other thing I discovered that they like is the Cichlid food brand of Fluval bug bites. They like those for some reason. I don't know why. Uh, and they'll also eat the Hikari algae wafers too. Look, all the shrimp like just chilling on this plant. They're just into it today. I don't know why. Um, the barbs do like hard water, by the way. Uh, Cool. Yeah, Spirulina, awesome aquascape entry. Thank you. Yeah, it's big sunscreen shutting me down. That's right, Jerry. Gosh. So, they like the biofilm. So I would say that you just want to make sure that the tank has rocks that are green and slimy already, like when they enter the tank, and I think that'll help. Also, some decomposing wood and tannins is always good because you want to simulate that stream. But I think the sand and then the gravel, something about that is where they lay their eggs. There's not a lot of vegetation in their streams, not a lot. There's some grasses and things like that, and there's a lot of overhanging leaf litter. So, yeah, it's it's a bit of a puzzle what the magic is, but my guess, my best the two random babies that I had when I had an adult colony a while back. Hello from Seattle. Well, I'm in Seattle. Hello to you back, Ko. Welcome. Scotty, welcome, everybody. Check out his channel if you never have, Scottish Aquatics. And also, he sells plenty of plants on the internet that are nice quality bundles. So, if you need some plants, he's definitely a guy I would vouch for as being a stand up dude who grows some killer plants. Um, so, in any case, I would thought is that so you would let the water get warm, and warm I mean like 78, 80 at most, and then you're gonna have the light on high, 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 and you're gonna have the power head on halfway, like half steam. Then what you want to do is let the water evaporate out for like a month. Just let it evaporate out at whatever speed that is. Without a lid would be my guess. And let the sand and stuff, like actually dump the sand in front of the power head and let it settle in natural sand bars with the riffles and everything. Um, they love when you have a natural. These guys don't even have sand right now, but when they're older, I want to combine them with the gobies up here. They love, love, love the sand when it has like even if you just take a little filter head or a little power head or pump like this, and you make them make some sand move. Let's see here. Um, it'll eventually, you got to be subtle with it, but it'll eventually form uh, the whole mini sand dune beach looking effect. And I think that they may lay their eggs in between that where the rocks and gravel are. It's just a weird theory of mine. And then the other thing that I think triggers them is so then you drop the temperature, and when you drop that temperature, you also add in however much is evaporated back off. So they're feeling the barometric pressure or hydraulic pressure um, go back up just like they would. And the other thing is, when that water was low, they're going to have a higher TDS with the calcium and other stuff, even though the pH is pretty close to neutral. And then they're going to have dead leaves and things waiting in there, and you're going to turn the power head up higher once they get, and add an air stone once they get and then turn the light down. That would be the best situation. And look up what time of year it is in China that they do that, which I believe is our fall. So, and also our spring, they're doing it in captivity. So these are the barbs that are being discussed in the chat right now. These are just little African, they're sometimes called barbed barbs. Ugh. 9-bar-barbed barbs. Ugh. So hard to say. So most people call them African dwarf or barred African dwarf barbs. They do like harder water. They're in with my endlers. My rice fish don't seem to care either way what kind of water they have, so whatever. But my endlers are bred for really soft water compared to most endlers. So this is actually closer to neutral water. It's like 7.2 up in this tank. 7.2, 7.4, something like that. But yeah, so these barbs, they definitely need to be in a group to be interesting. Otherwise, they hide just like ruby tetras or erythromicrons or anything like that. They just get shy. I hatched some erythromicron, hopefully. So you can see them back here. They're just floating around. They've gotten to the age. You see the little hook on my nose? I was trying to show you guys that last time, and they didn't stop moving ever. But the males get this hook on their nose. It's very similar to like a Chinook or a chum salmon. You see all those erythromicrons zooming by there. There's a female there, right down there. And the females get a little hook by their belly. You can actually see how full of eggs she is. She needs to be put into a little tank to spawn. But what I did was I moved them into the loach tank, and I put them in there. And then I also put them in here. So far, I see a few little fish in here. And these rice fish, I think, must have just been eggs from on the plants that I threw in here, but I'm not positive. I don't know. That's my guess. The Congo River or the Zambezi or Naf or Naj rivers. Also, we'll see them swim by in a second. They do rounds. I'm trying to breed. They're so shy. I'm trying to breed these guys too, which are the leopard danios with the long fins. They're long fin because they have been around a long time. These are not the zebra danios. These are the leopard danio variety with the long one. Oh, Igor, no problem, man. Don't worry about it. That first stream is dead to me. But yeah, so you can see here, I've got two females in here. They've got the bigger bellies. The male is the one who's farthest back right now, on the far left right now. Now he's kind of center. And here comes the two females again. The male is up there, right there. He's got a little more silver, whereas the females have a little more gold. But I really like these guys. They're a little aggressive to other fish, but I really do love I do love their fins. These ones are unique in that on a live stream it doesn't show super well, but they have yellow and gold and white on their fins plus spots. So, actually, yeah. It's interesting that you say that, the Yeti. I've had problems finding the short finned ones as well. I've been finding long fin ones very frequently. But of the zebra danios, these guys are a little harder to find for me around here generally. Just the fact that they're the leopards. They're not the zebra that's been turned into a leopard, which is a whole other fish. They're actually the leopard species, which is why they have the gold in them rather than the other one. Um, but yeah, let's see here. So if you guys have any questions, that's what this stream is supposed to be about from here on out. So I just want to help troubleshoot if anybody's got questions. Um, I wanted to show you guys a couple people are afraid of it and stressed out by it, but when you put wood in water, even if it's been in water before, this is what happens very frequently, especially in low TDS water, is you get this bacteria. In types of, then it will have a wide type of bacteria and algae to grow, and everyone will find their little niche. But the stuff that eats it's a fungus mostly that eats the mycelium and the hyphae. Yeah, right here. And it looked like a honeycomb network of it. You could see it the other day, actually growing into these little spots here. So it's growing underneath the bark, and it's actually a full net. You can see it again up here. And yes, I have been using turkey basters to get rid of it. Another thing that I wanted to report on while we're over here at this tank is that this light sucks. Don't buy it. The Aqueon planted $49 light, it may be fine for like a 2 or 3 gallon. Let me put it that way. And it's fine for Java ferns. It's fine for crypts, Marimo mossballs. But any good for, I mean, you guys have seen how bright pink this plant was when I put it in here. Look at it now. It's like lame. So it can't even do that. And my like night cruise and other lights take care of that. No problem, that plant. So I don't like this. I'm going to switch it around and just use it for like lighting to see fish rather like in a fry tank or something rather than anything else. Cause yeah. Also, the snails keep getting stuck on the sponge filter I set up on here, and they for some reason cause the little pre-filter to pucker up and get stuck in the intake. God, why is words hard today? Ugh, want words. So let's see here. Let's feed these guys. Let's see who else is playing in the water tonight. Also, let's see, what else did I have to say? This tank has been just pissing me off as far as algae goes. I can't treat it right now because of all the babies in here. I've got baby bettas, I've got baby plecos, and I've got baby angelfish. I mean, so I'm sure it's allowing infusoria and stuff like that to exist. The plecos are going to be interesting. They're both long fin, and it is this male here who's done with guarding. That is a long fin blue eye albino, as we say, leucistic. And then we have a long fin green dragon with purple eyes as the female. This poor guppy, there's nothing to do. She's just egged beyond all belief. And she's been like that for months and just getting worse. I've tried all the tricks, but just a bummer. The bummer, man. All right. Favorite book in Crystal's, or favorite page in Crystal's book? Oh man, that's hard. I did really like, and also her crypt Here, I'll show you guys in a sec. In the book, so for like the book, if I can get this thing to not be so zoomed in. Um, in the book, you can see here that like the bacopa, it has a picture of the flower, and then there's like bark clay longifolia. But where is it? So it'll have a picture of the flower, and it'll have a picture of the submersed plant. But oh, here's a picture of Lake Inlay I saw too. Um, but this is cool, where it shows you the actual pistil and stamen of like Aponogeton aegesseri or crispus. I didn't realize Aponogeton crispus had this cool of a flowering setup. So some of these things are like species distribution stuff and all the different species in each section. Very cool. Shows like people harvesting the plants and stuff. So yeah, this is going to be a killer prize, definitely. I have read this book a lot. Here's that plant that we were just looking at that I was showing you guys when it was all pink. This is what Hygrophila polyspermatropics. Okay, guys. How weird was that? Okay, let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. I'm waiting on all my fish to come. I just got blue Madakas. Awesome. Blue Madakas, right on. Oh, longfin dragons from Greg Sage. He has dragons available right now. Oh, I must. They're probably gone. I probably missed them. Damn. I probably missed them. Well, Jackson Tax, when you spawn them again, or when you spawn them, I'll buy some babies off of you. They spawn very readily. Green dragons do. They're big time. So I was talking to Crystal about that, and yeah, she wants it to be. It's just a matter of distribution and fulfillment and all that with Schmovid being an issue right now, and it's just really hard. It's really hard for her to find. Oh, I've got some new baby Corys that are growing up too. I don't know if I showed you guys those. But it's just really hard for her to find that right now. They just take such a big cut of it, and so does Amazon Books or anything like that. So she's right now. It's making sense for her to distribute on her own, literally like as people email her. But it's a lot of work. I've done that with two of my. I mean, they're coloring books, but it didn't matter. I mean, there's still something you ship, and something people buy online. Also, the baddest that I spawned. In January, these things are the slowest growing batch I've ever had. I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know if they hatched super late or they grew super slow or both. But like you can see here, that the baddest, this baddest for sure is like several months old, full belly, and then that little Corridora is a Venezuela Corridora, Venezuelas. And then also, of course, I've got my gold-plated pink ram's horns, and then the Red Riding Hood shrimp from Aquatic Arts. This one's check that out. That's really cool, guys. Check this out. Digestive tract. You see that white fogginess? That's really cool. I don't know. And then. Yeah, I was trying to show you guys another one that is not like that. Like here, this one's got a saddle that is bright right now, but you can see in that digestive tract there's nothing. Also, these are my reject rainbow tiger endlers. Also, my blue daisies rice fish, and my fire and ice guppies. I don't know, fire and ice guppies I gave up on, so I mixed them with the endlers, and I'm gonna see what happens with my dunce endlers, the ones that I don't need, the ones that don't have good tiger striping or don't have any rainbow patterning. Look at the size of this ram's horn snail. I've got a couple in here of the blue, quote unquote blue ram's horn snails. They're really like gray and black and dark purple, I guess. But these things are just huge. I've never had them get that big before. But so check out these guys. They're beautiful. I've got this line right where I want it again. Spade tail is coming along. I'm selecting 4 more spade tails. That'll be in this coming generation. You can see right here, there's one that'll swim by in a sec. This guy has no spade tail, just bad spade tail. But he has good tiger stripe markings, so I left him in. But they all have red in the tail there. You see there, he's posing for us. And the black outline that I wanted. I wanted a darker breed. Last time I went for ice blue and purple highlights on the yellow. And now I'm going for red and orange. And then their body has an iridescent green and purple shimmer up by the head. But I actually want them to be rainbow. So, and then I'm also sprouting a bunch of bulbs. You can buy bulbs pretty cheap, and then you can sell them for, $5 a piece once they sprout. Not bad. Also, it looks like I have a couple new fish in here. These are just Madonna. The the red-capped rice fish. You can see right there at that angle. And then I sold my Kubota school. My Kubota rasboras, a gal wanted them, and so I said, no, I was gonna spawn them, but I didn't intend on it. Oh, this is the male that I should have gotten. He's the most whatever, but I couldn't catch him. But he's so flamboyant. Look at him go. Crazy finnage. And then we've obviously got these Endler Guppy hybrid, the koi Dumbo ear, blue and orange, tuxedo koi. And then there's a few Tinwinny Danios. There are a few Zebra Danios in here with the long fins. And then there are a few Loaches. And then my favorite Lake Inlay Danio species are also in here. So in theory, yes, they could hybridize. No, I'm not worried about it. It's a 1 in a million shot as far as them surviving hybridization. And then, I've got fish in here too, by the way. The gudgeons, the peacock gudgeons had some babies, and they're in here. If you can see them. Sorry, there's an empty pH bottle, tester bottle, holding up the little thing. Where are they? Well, they're in here somewhere. I don't know where they went. Whatever. They're in there. I hope. Unless not. In which case they're not. And I don't know what to do. But, let's see here. Alan says, hard to pick a favorite page. Mine is 379 because I especially love the plants I can't have. Yeah. Nice start on that trash tank. Yeah, totally. Yeah. See the trash tank? There's a trash tank there. There's that bottle holding it up. It just needed something like a little shim to hold it up. And I lost the little plastic piece, or the little plastic piece broke, I should say. Any tips on moving a tank? I have a 10-gallon I want to move literally just to the next table. Do I have to remove everything, or can... With a 10-gallon, take the water down 50% and then just pick it up and move it. But pick it up by the frame equally if you can, a corner, like 2 corners. Even better than that if you can lift up part of it by just kind of bare palming the glass and slide in a rigid piece of like hardboard or marble or a cutting board if you have something like that that's big enough, and then get 2 people to carry it. You can do that, but honestly, like this I've carried, which is 5.5 gallons. It's awkward, but it didn't break. It was strong enough. And then I've definitely moved my 5 gallons frequently without completely full. I've moved 5 gallons. That does warp them over time. It will weaken the seams. But with the 10, if you drain it halfway and take out any big decor, you can move it pretty easily. I wouldn't worry about it. Man, my asthma's getting bad too. Um, so the other fun thing that I did that I'll tell you guys about real quick was, so upstairs there's the aquarium where I have to lean over the couch to unplug it. It's like back behind the couch, the power strip. And I put all my weight right here and couldn't quite reach it. I was like, it was this thing here and I couldn't quite reach it. I was like here. So when I leaned forward on it around 2:30 last night, all the weight was on my ribs and I hear this loud crack. Like it sounded like breaking into a freaking crab leg. And then a pop, like a thud of a pop. And it just excruciating pain in my ribs. So that hurt and it still hurts and I'm still like moving funny. It hurts when I breathe deep. So it's either costochondritis of the connective tissue that I messed up, or I actually might have bruised or broke a rib. I don't know. We'll see. Or like all of them. Ginger, what's going on? How are you doing, my friend? It's great to see you. Yeah, ribs can dislocate. I've definitely broke. So you guys know me. I got hit by lightning. I've been very unlucky. I've had a lot of bad things happen to me. I've been shot at. I've been stabbed through the arm in one side and out the other. I have broken my collarbone, my tailbone, a couple ribs, my jaw, my nose, my skull, bunch of fingers, toes, arms twice. So, and my ankle. So yeah, I've broken lots of things before, sprained lots of things before. They thought when I was like 17 or 18, I guess, that I had like weak bones or something because I had so many injuries, but I just rode BMX and did dumb things and was clumsy and drank and climbed trees and stuff. Just did dumb things. Got in car wrecks. Any idea how to get rid of the algae that is the same as Marimo mossballs? Yeah, I would use, I mean, for one, you can pull it off, but then what I would do is I would get a syringe, like for medicine for babies, and I would put hydrogen peroxide in there, and very slowly, just a little, like 1 millimeter at a time, wait 5 minutes, 1 milliliter at a time. And if you can, take the whole thing out, whatever it's growing on, and just spray bottle it with that. That'll kill it quick. Yeah, I know. Unplugging the damn aquarium and I hurt myself. Pretty fun, right, guys? Aquatic. The blues are from Aquatic Arts. Yeah, they have blue Madakas, which is really cool. Ginger says, just finished moving my axolotls from my 20 grow out to my 40 breeders. Right on. What kind do you have, Ginger? Are they like standard axolotls or albino, melanistic, leopard? What kind are they? Yeah, the Madakas are very popular this year, more so than any past year that I can recall. I'm seeing more Madakas this year than any other year. Um, which is great. Maybe it's just my circle of people I know in Seattle, like our fish club, because the eggs travel well and all that stuff. But I mean, these red cap Madakas I really love. They're really beautiful. They are expensive. I mean, for brood stock, they are like $18 a piece after shipping or something like that. But they are really pretty. And so are the pearl ones and the orange ones. They're all pretty. And then the daisies blue. I wouldn't pay, honestly, I wouldn't buy these through Aquatic Arts unless you're buying a bunch of other stuff, just because you can find them very cheaply in the US in general. They are not a cool water Medaka, just like the Indian ones. They actually need warm water. So they need like over 75-degree water at least. But yeah, the other thing I need to breed next are the Illuminatus, the Pseudomagil Illuminatus back there. I need to get them going. Get them going. So I'm Fonzie Rasboras. I tried to spawn them. We'll find out in a few weeks if it worked. I've got some moss that I put in that other tank that has no fish down underneath on that little table. And you can see there's a lot of Malaysian trumpet snails, so I've probably been overfeeding this tank. Just note to self, you can kind of tell that. And then the longfin. Oh, so you can see the difference really well here between my blue eye albino and my, which is not true, you'll have to watch my albino video to know that, and my lemon pleco. So there's the lemon pleco with blue eyes too, and albino. They're both longfin, but they came from different fathers. So here's another albino. But yeah, they're growing out. Not, I gave a lot of them away. There's one up here too. But yeah. So things are going well. I hope things are going well with you guys. I'm really excited to see your aquascape entries. It's going to be awesome. If there's any stragglers, get them on in. And for everyone else that I have seen already, I'm impressed. I've never seen moss on a nearite snail, but I have seen it stuck to them. I haven't seen it grow on them. I don't know. They usually clean each other, or like some other snail in my tank probably would have eaten it. Very cool. I'm so glad there are so many kinds of Madakas out this year. Hey, Jack. Your average fish keeper. Oh, Ginger says, I have number 10 wild type and leucistic number 2. Local fish store getting 8 of them. I'm planning to keep 2 pairs, 1 pair in each 40 breeder. Cool. Yeah, blue fry have hatched out. I'd like to see how blue they really are, like under a good camera. I'm sure it varies quite a bit. That's a newer morph, brand new to America. I love this pearl scale morph. Look at how yellow the tail is. Even on a live stream, you guys can see this. And it's not, I don't know if that's a desirable trait necessarily, like in theory, but I love it. I think it's awesome. That the pearl scale ones have bright orange and yellow stripes on their tail. I love it. So, all right, guys. Well, my asthma is getting a little rough, and my pain is getting kind of out of control. But thank you so much for joining. Thanks for following for the second chat that opened after the first chat crashed. You know, gotta love that. And I'll be back this week with Father Fish on his channel. You can check out me on Aquarium Guys podcast on their podcast. You can check out the links to the Teespring below. And also for Patreon fans, I posted a video that has no ads that is, or shouldn't anyways. I'm still learning, but shouldn't have any ads. Should be linked through YouTube to Patreon. It might still have an ad before. Shouldn't interrupt the video with ads. I monkeyed around with it a long time to try to get it to stop doing that. Even though it said it was not going to do that, it kept doing it, and then I figured it out. But I tried to put some content on there, as well as some exclusive playlists for you guys, and so I'm going to try to add some more videos, maybe some stuff that has copyright music on it, like a Beatles song, We All Live in a Yellow Submarine or something. Footage of gobies playing, or I don't know, I'm making something up, but something like that I couldn't put on regular YouTube. Maybe that kind of stuff will keep getting poured onto the Patreon. I'm just trying to figure out what more to put on Patreon, including sources from research. So I'm gonna start posting some more articles and things like that, especially as people start joining Patreon more again, because I really do appreciate it a lot, and all of you who support, whether you can donate or not, it means a lot to me. And like participating in this giveaway, it means a lot to me that you guys are excited and stuff to be a part of it. So, all right, guys, take care of each other, take care of your critters, take care of the people around you, and of course, take care of yourself, because if you don't do that, then you can't do the other stuff. And I think if half of us did that half the time, we would have a world that is twice as good. There's the spiel. Glockenspiel. Turn off that light. All right, fishies go bed. Fishies go bed. Fishies go bed. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. I'm gonna go to bed, of course, and lay down with the book and just rub both of the 2 books that while I still have them before I mail away the other one to the winner. Alan and I will be doing the grading, and if you don't want your aquascape shared, let me know personally on Facebook or in an email or in a comment, and I'll make sure it's not. But otherwise, I'll put them together, we'll show everyone, and Alan and I will grade them, and then we'll give away the book and my dignity. All right, guys, have a good night. Bye.